Horoscope, astrological forecast for February 2026 for representatives of the Gemini sign. February 2026 is a time of interesting and promising processes for you. This month sees a series of unique, very rare astrological events, most of which occur in fortunate aspects relative to your zodiac sign. Yes, you will likely have to abandon some plans, not plans for today, but your future plans, due to their illusory nature. However, in their place, very interesting plans and opportunities will appear, allowing you to give real form to your dreams. This is a very interesting time for you, when a promising process begins, one that will bring you both income and a rise in social standing by the end of summer 2026. Also this month, events will occur that resonate with the period of 2017 and 2018. You will now see the objective fruits of the decisions, choices, and events of that period, and will likely change something in this regard. Several quite favorable astrological aspects, favorable for your financial sector, speak of an improvement in your financial situation. More resources will come than you expected. However, throughout February, some unresolved issues may remind you of themselves, and at the most inopportune moment. Many planets throughout February will pass through a conjunction aspect with the North Node. This is the karmic node of the future. It is a point of entry into the system. It is like an infusion of new energy into our life system. This can be compared to injecting fuel into an internal combustion engine system. On a personal level, for each of us, this may be felt as new information that, at the moment, may seem unrealistic or loosely connected to our daily affairs. However, this information deserves close attention. Let's talk in detail about the most important astrological events of the month and their influence on your sign step by step. February 1st brings a bright, rebellious, egocentric full moon in the sign of Leo, in your third house. A full moon is a culmination, clarity, results. This full moon concludes some questions, themes, tasks that originated back in late July 2025, when a new moon occurred in this same sign and sector. The full moon in the third house, the house of roads and thoughts, closes some road that is no longer relevant for us. For example, when a question is already resolved, and that's it, there's no more need to think about it or deal with it. This is a time when important meetings with bright and charismatic people can take place for you. Also during this time, you may make a number of purchases. These could be accessories, something bright, expensive, and beautiful. This time can bring important meetings and also attendance at some event. It is a time when the process of preparing to conclude some deal may be completed. Important events related to your child's education process may also occur here. February 5th. On this day, the planet Mercury will be in a tense square aspect to Uranus. This is tense energy that can bring disruptions to plans, interruptions in the work of things and processes familiar to us. These could be interruptions in internet service or the operation of some electrical appliances. On this day, it is important to try not to rush and not to create fuss. Fuss does not solve problems now. Nevertheless, since the planet Mercury on this day is in a favorable aspect specifically relative to your zodiac sign, and Mercury is the ruler of your sign, on this day, you can resolve some long-standing issue that has been causing you anxiety and worry. February 6th. On this day, the planet Mercury, which is the ruler of your sign, the planet symbolizing our thoughts, words, information, short trips, documents, transits into the domain of Pisces into your 10th house. It will remain here unusually long for Mercury, until April 16th. And in this sign, in this house of your horoscope, the major Mercury loop will take place. It will go retrograde here a little later. I will make a separate video about this major Mercury loop, as it will involve a series of traps, and it's worth discussing in detail. Mercury will be in your 10th astrological field all this time, from February 6th to April 16th. This is the sector of your status in work, career, on your social ladder, status in personal life as well. Truly important issues may be resolved during this time. These could be processes related to obtaining documents, achieving some certainty regarding your work responsibilities, your area of responsibility. Issues related to transitioning to a new job or assuming a new position may be resolved. It is also a time when you may visit various government institutions. I will make a separate video with more details about this major Mercury loop. February 8th. On this day, the planet Venus will be in a tense square aspect, 90-degree angle, to Uranus. This is tense energy, and on this day you may clarify some worrying financial or property-related issue. It is worth avoiding any experiments related to your appearance and style on this day. There may also be a conflict or tense conversation with an important woman in your life. February 10th. On this day, the planet Mercury will be in a tense aspect to the black moon, Lilith. This day, February 10th, is worth marking in your calendar, as here begins a tangled, black moon-influenced informational plot that will develop and yield results by the end of March this year. This day is like the beginning of a test of our internal and informational purity. That is, some plot may now be born based on distorted vision, understanding, or information. This plot will make itself fully known around the end of March. Also, events, conversations, thoughts of this day may manifest around March 16th and 28th. On this day, it is important to avoid any understatement, ambiguity, self-deception, excessive trust, and also distrust. On this day, it is important to speak the truth, at least to yourself. Also on February 10th, the planet Venus moves into the domain of Pisces, where it will remain until March 7th. Venus is the conductor of earthly well-being, the conductor of love, material prosperity, the conductor of luxury and beauty. Venus will remain in your 10th house, the house of your status, the highest house of our horoscope, located at its zenith, until March 7th. Venus in the 10th house brings profit. Profit as an improvement in your reputation, as new opportunities in work, as opportunities to attract money. Also, for some, the transit of Venus through the 10th house may play out through the sector of personal life, as a marriage proposal, or as a positive change in the status of your personal relationships. The 10th house also shows the circle of our duties, our area of responsibility, and Venus brings improvement to everything. Therefore, this is a time when fulfilling your duties will become easier. It is a time when your relationships with superiors or with your clients may improve. Venus also symbolizes beauty. The period of this transit is a time when we want to become more beautiful. We want to make an impression. It is also a time when you may acquire some valuable item for yourself. Give yourself an expensive gift. February 12th. The planet Mercury, the ruler of your sign and the planet symbolizing information, thoughts, logic, and short trips, will be in conjunction with the North Node in your 10th house. Mercury is thoughts, logic, information, documents, and the North Node is the karmic node of the future. It is the node that gives us an outlet to the external world. Such an aspect of Mercury's conjunction with the karmic node of the future occurs about once a year. But in this sector of your horoscope, in the 10th house, the next occurrence will only be in 18 years. Therefore, it is important not to miss this day. Here you need to take at least a small step beyond the familiar, even if this step, action, or decision currently, figuratively speaking, has nothing to lean on. The results of your step, the demonstration of your intention, will undoubtedly come around the end of August this year. The matter may concern important issues related to work, career, some achievements, what you consider your achievements, and also questions regarding personal life. February 14th. On this day, the planet Saturn, the lord of time, karma, and responsibility, transitions again and now finally into the domain of Aries, into your 11th house. Saturn will remain in this sector until the end of April 2028. This is a time of your revision of your own future plans and also a time of revising your social circle. Saturn in this sector demands more patience in the process of achieving the results you desire. During this period, until April 2028, at least once, there will be a clear understanding that the world is stopping you on some path you are already on, that the world is closing some path before you, that it is preventing you from taking some step. And you must listen to this sign. You will feel it. And when you encounter this feeling, know that the world has prepared a much more promising direction for you. I will make a separate video detailing the essence of this long transit of Saturn through Aries and its influence on each zodiac sign. February 16th. The planet Mercury, the ruler of your sign, will be in a fortunate aspect relative to Jupiter. This is a time of successful events in your affairs. It is a time of successful deals, agreements, purchases. This day will give a powerful boost to your self-esteem. Also, during this time, it is very favorable to make some investments in yourself, in your development, and these investments will certainly pay off. February 17th. On this day, the first eclipse of 2026 occurs. This is a solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius, in your 9th house. It is the first eclipse in this sign since 2018. And since it is the first on a new axis, in a new house of your horoscope, it accordingly highlights some task, process, or project that will be relevant for you over the next 2 years. This eclipse shows that the year of the fire horse is beginning. It occurs on the day of the Chinese New Year. It is here that the fiery energies of the year actively engage. This eclipse, on one hand, will resonate with events that occurred in your life and affairs between August 2017 and August 2018. On the other hand, a new task will form here. The eclipse occurs in your 9th house in a fortunate aspect relative to your sign. And for you, this is good news. This eclipse opens a window of opportunity for you through the sphere of the 9th house. This is, first and foremost, trips, relocation, travel, education. It is your own business, international trade, expanding the scale and boundaries of your own activities and interests. This house is also the house of our grandchildren. Therefore, if this topic is relevant for you due to age, you may have grandchildren in the next 2 years. I will tell you more about the essence of this eclipse and its influence on each zodiac sign in a separate video. February 18th. On this day, a conjunction of the planet Venus with the North Node occurs in your 10th house, the house of your status. Venus is the conductor of well-being into earthly affairs, the conductor of love, beauty, health, and material prosperity. The North Node is the node of the future, the node of the external world, a hot and insatiable energy that inflates Venus's ambitions. And all this happens in the sector of your status and your achievements. As a rule, this indicates that we desire something truly important and significant. For some, it may be the desire to get married. For others, the desire to start their own business. For some, to gain power to move to a higher position. This aspect is, of course, important for all zodiac signs, but especially for you. After all, it occurs at the zenith of your horoscope, in the sector of your achievements, your authority, and your significance. Therefore, on this day, wish for everything you want. And all of it will find its reflection in reality around July 11, 2026. February 20th. On this day, a historical astrological event occurs. A conjunction of the two planets Saturn and Neptune takes place. Figuratively speaking, they are the hands of the giant world clock, and their conjunction shows the beginning of a new world order. Saturn symbolizes external, conscious order, while Neptune symbolizes internal, unconscious order. Their conjunction shows the beginning of a new order. Their conjunction occurs in your 11th house, the house of your dreams. And for you, this is a very favorable moment that, on one hand, destroys illusions. On the other hand, Neptune is the dream, the ideal, faith. Saturn is the earthly form of what, in this case, we dream about. Therefore, for you, this conjunction gives the opportunity to clothe your dreams and ideals in reality, in earthly form. I will make a separate video detailing the essence of this conjunction and its influence on each zodiac sign. February 22nd. On this day, a fortunate aspect will form in the sky between the planet Venus and the planet Jupiter. Both these planets are planets of, respectively, small and great fortune. This is a day that brings luck in affairs. This is, first and foremost, financial luck, such as a profitable purchase, deal, bonus, or premium. It could also be a profitable offer or an interesting invitation to some beautiful and prestigious place, and you should not refuse this invitation. February 26th. On this day, the planet Mercury turns retrograde, a motion that will last until March 21st. Mercury's retrograde path will pass through your 10th house. This is a time when you may re-register some documents, revise how duties are distributed at your work, revise your circle of responsibility and your area of interest. There may be re-registration of some documents or re-obtaining of any certificates. It is a time for correcting your own mistakes, whatever they may be, including mistakes in documents or any reporting. It is a time when you may get the position you have long waited for. Also, now you may return to a job you once worked at or re-sign some work contract. For example, It could be a repeat order from a client you once collaborated with. It is also a time when you may revisit government bodies or institutions to resolve your issues. This is also a time when you may sell something you have long planned to sell. February 27th. On this day, the planet Mars, the source of strength, energy, and action, will be in a tense square aspect to Uranus. This is a time when there will be a strong tendency, a strong desire, motivation to finish something, to put a period in something, and to do it quite abruptly. Also on this day, some unresolved issues from the past may surface at the most inopportune moment. This is a day that can be described as where it's thin, it tears. And also on this day, February 27th, another important checkpoint occurs on the timeline. On this day, a conjunction of the Sun with the North Node occurs in your 10th house. The Sun is our self, our image, our role, our consciousness, our intentions, and our will. The North Node is the node of the future, the node of the external world. On this day, be attentive to everything new happening around you, to new information, new opportunities. This conjunction of the Sun and the North Node is, figuratively speaking, an injection of something into the system of our life. And the word injection here is in a good sense. It is a time of influx of something new and promising, and it is important to catch it. The advice given by this astrological aspect can be formulated as follows. Do not seek improvements inside the system, i.e., inside the familiar. Look beyond its limits. Such, from an astrological point of view, will be February 2026. I wish you a wonderful, successful month, dear Geminis.